see, the reason they couldn't sow their crops to take care of themselves and their children and their children's children is because they were in defense position. They were being wounded, and they were having to hold up behind the enemy, behind the lines. And you know what's interesting is that when we carry woundedness in our hearts, and we carry defense mechanisms, we find it really hard to dig deep roots. You see, it's an analogy that is literal and figurative. He doesn't just say, hey, dig deep roots so that you can have corn and tomatoes and all these things. He says, you're going to dig deep roots downwards so that you can bear fruit upwards. But it's not going to come until after the healing. And after the healing comes, you're going to discover that you're able to sow and reap. But first, there's a healing that needs to take place in you and in the land, because the enemy has ravished it. And don't worry, in this short season, I will sustain you. But at the end of this season, watch how I restore you.
Yes. Yes.
You see, we could preach all kinds of messages on reaping and sowing, and there's many preachers out there that preach great messages on this. And I just want to tell you that a lot of it's great preaching. But tonight I want to focus on the healing that needs to take place in your heart so that you can begin digging deep roots. You see, when the enemy's in your face and you're held up behind the city walls and you're living in fear, it's really hard to dig deep roots because you're living in fear and you've taken a defensive position. But after the battle is done and the healing takes place, you can dig down deep roots and bear fruit upwards for the kingdom of God. And we also need to understand that unless we dig down, we won't be able to bear fruit. Think about this, because some of us, we carry woundedness in our life. We carry trauma in our life. We carry unforgiveness. We carry resentment all of our lives, and it keeps us in a defense position where you say the wrong thing, I'm out. Peace out, because you just touched a wound, and sorry, man, I'm out of here. You just touched that button, I'm done. And we never dig down roots because we're never allowing the Lord to heal us. We're always freaking out about, no, I need this, I need that. If you knew what that person did to me, and all it's going to do is keep you from healing so that you can dig down deep roots and bear fruit for the kingdom of God. Amen. And tonight, we have a God that is faithful to go to battle for you. We also have a God that wants to heal you. We also have a God that wants to restore you. And so we're gonna take a second, and we're gonna do something that maybe you've never done before. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable at first, but just hang in there with me for a second. Just hang in there with me. Nobody's gonna die. You see, most of us are never willing to open our heart enough to allow healing to come. We cling to the bitterness. We cling to the resentment. We cling to the hurt and to the pain. And if you're clinging to that, you're not free. And you're not able to dig deep roots in your home church, in your family, because you're always looking for the way out in case they hurt you again. You're probably someone that can't even keep a spouse because you go through marriages like you go through coffee filters. Because you get married to the one, and then you find out that they push those trauma buttons in you, and man, you're out. Peace out.
Come on.
You see, you cannot dig deep roots if you're living in the defense position of being wounded. And so we're going to do something tonight. We're going to just say a couple prayers. We're going to take a few minutes. We're not going to take a long time here. But I want to prep you for this because the enemy doesn't want you free. The enemy does not want you free. And just let me tell you this, that what you sow into, you also reap from. And that which you choose to dig roots into is from what you will produce. And tonight I'm asking you to open your heart. Don't worry, we're gonna pray for physical healing tonight. If you need a miracle in your body and you need physical healing, we're gonna get there. But you know what I've discovered in the years of ministry that I've been doing this? Sometimes the thing that actually keeps people from getting healed is they're hanging on to unforgiveness and bitterness.
That's it.
And it's literally making them sick.
That's it.
And before we move into physical healing, I know that the Lord can heal your heart right where you are. The question is, are you willing to allow the Lord to sustain you and heal you so that you can dig deep roots? You see, as long as you carry an offense, you'll never be able to dig deep roots. You'll always be kind of halfway in, halfway out. Because I'm here until you say something I don't like, and then I'm out of here. And if that's you tonight, and I would love for you to find a healing from the Lord so that you can dig deep roots. I'm going to welcome my friends, Chris and Sarah Gabrielson. These are wonderful pastors, friends of mine from St. Cloud, Minnesota. They're going to say some prayers up here, and we're just going to ask you to pray along. It's nothing weird, it's nothing crazy. We're just going to lead you through some prayers that will hopefully open your heart. We're going to cut off the powers of witchcraft.
Yes.
We're going to cut off the spirit of fear, the spirit of lust, anxiety, depression, unforgiveness. We're going to open our hearts and invite the Lord to heal us.